The main teaching, I think, if you say like a sutra, like a tantra, and like a dzogchen, the great perfection teaching, they're very, very similar. And probably also, some of the historians might say there's influences between back and forth from each other. But today's, the way the form of Bön is very similar to Buddhists because there's influence back and forth from each other. So it's as far as basic principles of believing karma, reincarnation, enlightenment, they are just really like the same. There's not much of differences. Main differences is, I think, Bön as an indigenous tradition, it has a lot of what we call causal vehicle teachings. The teachings related with the nature, teachings related with the spirit of the natures, a lot of different forms of healing practices, and also I think people believe that the Tibetan whole knowledge of Tibetan medicine and astrology, there are also many of them are comes from the Bön tradition, and so there are a lot of practices related with that aspect. Nature and element practices are very earthy, very environmental, ecological spiritual type of practices are very much a kind of, I think, is very unique, but which has now part of became like a Tibetan culture, like usage of prayer flags, making smoke offerings. So there are many Tibetan culture-related practices and rituals are very important part of the Tibetan culture. And I think it's very important to understand. It also is very important, and to preserve that is a very valuable thing to have in Tibetan tradition. So that these are all, I think, originally coming from the Bön.